Okay, we're back for turn 3 of MBT. This is the first scenario, first clash. And their situation looks like this. Our M60s are arrayed down here and over here, while the Soviet T-34s are coming down through, trying to advance on the victory hexes, both here, here, and hidden over in here and here. So we need to knock them out as best we can and try to stop them, and they're going to try to do the same with us. So let's continue on here. So first off, spotting phase. Just a couple of adjustments. The T-72-202, which is this guy over here, he's behind the woods and can't be seen by anybody. So he's just going to lose his spot move, just means he can't be seen. No new spots. We're going to go to the command phase here. So with the command phase, as we've done before, particularly with the Americans, we're going to place smoke discharge, smoke with dischargers. And here we go. We're going to go with M60 303, which I think is this guy right here. Yep, he's right in the middle. 5 or less. Rolls a 4, so he pops smoke. Actually 303 and 301 with the two of them over there. So they both get smoke there and there. Next we'll do 502 and 501. I believe they're over here. Yep, here and here. And we'll see what they look like. They pop smoke as well. And continuing on here. There we go. Okay, so now some of the T-72s are going to pop some smoke as well. 204, which is this guy right here, because he's in the open. He's going to be trying to move, so he'll do that as well. And also 101, which is down here, is going to try as well. He's success, and they're a success. All right, they're just trying to pop smoke to try to move out of the way and not get hit on the first round and force them to go into Overwatch potentially. So now we've got 8 American commands, not 9. So we are going to place those, and we're going to start down here with some move commands. Seeing as they are popping smoke, most likely they're not going to be shooting, so we're going to use that cue to actually set up some moves and overwatches on here to help us get forward a little bit. So a lot of our stuff is going to be moves and overwatches. He's going to get a no command over here because he still needs to recover from his suppression. But this is going to be more of a movement turn than anything else. So here we go with the initiative. It's staggered. So the 3rd platoon will go against the Soviet 1st platoon. So 3rd platoon is here, I believe. I can't see, but oh no, that's 4th. That's 4th, and that's 1st. So I think it was 3rd platoon over here. He's going to try to go after them versus these guys over here. Anyways, we do our roll 24. Soviets are first, so the 1st Soviet platoon is going to fire or attempt to fire. And they roll a 93. They're going to be moving. I'm going to override that so that they can get move commands, because they've got smoke and most likely they can't shoot through smoke. They've got a heavy modifier with both of the smokes on there. So they get some moves. Now we'll go 3rd platoon against 2nd platoon. That's our guys over here, right over in here, versus the Soviets up in here and up in the woods. So this time we roll a 6 versus Soviet 50. Soviets are going to fire first, do some command checks. So the first one, 201, which I believe he's up here. Yeah, he's up in the woods. He's going to get a short halt and going to try to take a shot at our guy right there. Tough situation for us. We're right in his range, medium range. Rolls an action. Nearest, most dangerous. That's the guy I was talking about over here. So he's going to shoot at 303. medium range, short halt, optical, smoke, size. So his to hit is very low. It's only 15%. He rolls a 69. That's a miss. I thought that would be going to be a miss on there. And next we're going to move on to 303, which is also in his hex. Right, yeah, 303 is also there. See what they get for command. They got a move command, so they're not firing. They're going to be moving out. So now we don't have any move or fire commands. So we're going to go straight to the move command, or move phase. And we're going to check for activation. Oh, well, first off, we're going to move over here. We're going to start with 2nd platoon. And they're going to move up into the woods. And at this point, they're going to check for activations. 52 for number 6. He's fake. So he's going to be taken off. That's good. He also then turns on the path. Doesn't have to bog check because he is on the path. So he'll be good there. Now the next one we're going to move is this 301. He's going to head over here to try to position to cover the bridge. Help cover the bridge. And he's going to move up to there. These guys are going to be moving, checking for the spotting over here just in case he could have embedded an overwatch, but he couldn't. The way the woods was positioned on him. Okay. And we've got next guys are going to be our 3rd platoon. Oops, right here. These guys. And they're going to move up to try to spot this other tank that's drifting to our right flank and do an activation check, and he's fake as well. Alright, so since 6 and 7 were fake, that means number 8 is going to be real no matter what. So this guy here in the forward is real, and he also takes the victory hex. So we'll do that, then we'll place a victory marker on there. Alright, so they're the real ones over there. So that's the last of our hidden units. This guy over here is going to be, this victory hex is going to be unclaimed. So we'll set that back to black to signify he's unclaimed. Okay, so now we're moving along here with more of our movement. We'll finish off the 3rd platoon. They'll go into the woods, the light woods. Let me move them and then I'll talk about the strategy here in a second. He does a bog check to see if he can turn. He's okay, so he turns. And then the 3rd one is coming up to there and stopping. Okay, so what's my strategy over here with the 3rd platoon? They're going to move into the woods along with this guy from 2nd platoon to provide covering against these Soviet tanks that will probably be moving up behind the town and into the try to capture this hex over here. That would be my strategy. So they're going to set up a gun line along this light woods. Hopefully be able to hit them in this hex right here as they try to go for the bridge or engage them in a firefight across this field right here. Okay, so now we're going to go to our Soviet tanks for movement, and we're going to start with 204. He's up here. Right there, and he's going to be moving, so he is just going to shoot or try to move. Whoops, what happened here? Oh, he did a command check to see if he could overwatch. Okay, sorry, we're not into their Soviet movement yet. We still have the US movement down here to finish off. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we have these guys over here to do. I was wondering about that. So what happened here, went a little quick, but he started over here in the gully, and he's moving down the gully, taking some bog checks as he goes. Then we've got this other guy over here, 201. He is going to be moving across. We're going to try to cut them off from coming out of that ford to go for that bridge hex. So I'm sending 2 of those tanks over here to try to cut them off. All right, and just cleaning up some stuff. So now it's the Soviet move. Everybody else is in good position. These guys are Overwatch down here. These guys down here. They're Overwatch, so they're going to try to go after these guys that are going to be moving right here. All right, so 101 is going to roll, see where he's going. Highest VP hex, that's going to be right here. So he's going to start moving across to go there. So he moves 1. So now I can Overwatch against him. And this M60 A3 here, 502, is going to take a shot at him. It's Overwatch. Short range, moving, Overwatch. He's got stereo and thermal sights, so it's going to be 49 or less to get a hit. Rolls a 31, that's a hit. Front side location roll, he's an 8. It's a side hull penetration, so 96 versus 29. There's going to be no variable penetration roll. Go right to damage. Rolls a 3, and he gets a hull damage. It's rolling for a bailout. 76, he passes, so he's okay. All right, so he can continue on. Of course, now he's reduced movement because he's only half now, so he's going to be down to 3 movement points, but he's already done 1, so it's going to be just 2 more movement points. So he goes into the forward, which will get him out of the line of sight, and let's go on from there. So now we've got the second tank, and he is going to jump back over here into the woods, and at this point, what do I do? Do I take another shot? Actually, I notice if I do, that's going to be an error. So yeah, he looks like he's going to take a shot. Yeah, he takes a shot over here, and that's actually in error because they were sharing a command, which he took. They were sharing this Overwatch command right here, and this is where the target was. So he would have to shoot either in that hex or any of the 6 hexes around it. That's not one of the 6 hexes, so that's actually an error. He needed a 42 and he rolled a 99, so it was a miss anyway, so no harm, no foul. All right, he's rolling a bog check to try to pivot. He fails and he gets bogged. So we'll just position his turret, and that will be the end of his turn. So now 204 gets his action roll. He's up here next to the lake. And he's going to roll to go to the highest victory hex, which is here. And he's going to take the fastest route. So he's going to come down here. And we're going to check for Overwatch. Yeah, there's going to be an Overwatch shot by not him, but him. Over here, he moved. It should be at him. Same range, so it's still short range moving. Stereo thermal seasoned Overwatch 49 or less. Rolls a 53. That's a miss. All right, so he missed. So he can continue on. And now he's moving straight down and then across and then down. And that's it. Okay. So now we go to 201, who had the this guy up here. He had the short halt, and he is going to move to the greatest cover, but I'm going to change that to have him, or no, I don't. I didn't change it. He's going to move along the hillside, up on the hillside, so he's not visible to anybody. And then 203, that's this guy here, his buddy, he's going to get a move, and he's going to go highest victory hex. So he's going to go follow, this guy, 204, into this hex down here. Now, he didn't use road movement, so that's why I've got him pointed towards the Americans down here. He just, because he was not on the road, he couldn't use road movement, so he gets to be able to turn. Okay, 301 is going to be the 300 series is going to be this platoon over here, and they're going to be moving nearest victory point. So he's going to take a direct move across here. That's as far as he can go, And now we do 302, greatest cover, so he goes up there. 303, nearest friendly unit, he's going to head over towards the town. So that's where all of our units are. 304 is going to move highest victory points. He's going to follow 301 into that hex right there. Okay, so now adjustment phase, turret adjustments. I don't think there was any. I kind of kept either the tanks forward or moved the turrets while we were moving. Again, keeping within 2 turns for each tank. Now we've got a suppression removal back over here, right here. We're going to try. It needs a 60 or less. Rolls a 72. That's not going to do it. It fails. So now it's just the counter adjustment. Get rid of our other counters, and we end the turn. And there we go. Okay, so that's the end of turn 3. Okay, we'll move on to turn 4 here in a minute, but just show you where we're at. We've got damaged 1 Soviet tank who's now hidden in the gully. We didn't lose any this turn, which is good. We positioned a little bit better, but we've also got 4 Soviet tanks heading from the north at us, and also another 4 over here coming from the east towards us as well. So turn 4 could be an interesting turn, so stay tuned for that. Coming up next. Thanks for watching. Starting off turn 4, and where we left off, you saw at the end of turn 3 where our layout of our units was. We've got over here roughly is our first platoon right over in here. Over in here we've got our our 4th platoon, headquarters units. 3rd platoon and 4th platoon are stretched out over here versus the Soviet 1st platoon up here. 2nd platoon stretched out in this area here, and then 3rd platoon is moving up behind the town over here. Okay, so let's see about our spotting. I'm not sure anything's going to change, but we'll just double check here. I don't think so. Yeah, no change in spotting, so we'll go straight to the command phase. And we're going to do our smoke dischargers again. So we're going to be popping smoke on all of our guys again. Not sure if the Soviets are going to do it, but we'll see. So 201, he's going to pop smoke. He rolls a 1. He's successful. I can't remember where 201 is. He's off. Yeah, over here. There he is. And then now we're going to do 202, which is here. He's successful. And you get smoke, and then another guy over here, he failed. I think that was 301, this guy right here. He failed, which I was concerned about. And then 401, he also failed. 303 also failed too. It's not good. And then 401 was success, so he's got smoke. And I think that's all we need to do for them. Just wanted to get the marker, victory marker over there, because they actually controlled that in the last turn. So the Soviets have 2 victory hexes in control. They still need to get more to get points, but they're in a good position. So no smoke for the Soviets this turn, but we'll take and we'll skew the attacks with short halts. So hopefully the movement will affect them to be able to handle it. So let's see how this goes. 8 commands for the Americans again. So we're going to set this up here with some fire commands. Over here, we're going to try to go after this guy in the woods. We can't go after this guy here in the ford because he's ducked down, but we can try to go after this guy in the woods, get rid of him as well. And let's see what else we have here. So adding some more no commands, and we've got some move. We're going to do some move short halts over here and here, kind of counteract the failure of the smoke. Then over on our wood line here, that light woods, we're going to set up some overwatch here. cover the town from any moving Soviet tanks there. We've got another fire command on this guy with smoke. Hopefully take out him, or yeah, those are the only two they can see. He can see. And we're going to do Overwatch on our command tanks down below, and then no commands on the others. All right, so that's what we've got. Hopefully that's good. Mixture of fire, short halts, some Overwatch, a little bit of movement. We've got movement down here with these two guys, but not much here. We're in pretty good position to attack. Soviets are going for the victory hexes. So we shall see how this goes. So first round, American 2nd Platoon versus Soviet 2nd Platoon. So rolls a 48, we fail, which means these guys, particularly this guy right here, is going to take a shot first. All right, this is not going to be good. So he does a command check, he gets a short halt, and his fire action is closest weakest. It's going to be this guy right in front of him, 301. This is not going to be good for him if he hits. So what's it look like for a to hit roll? He's point blank, he's moving, we're moving. It's got laser sights, which counteract that. Seasoned, size, short haul 3, so it's going to be a 72 or less to hit him. Ah, that's 3 out of 4 chances. 59, he's a hit. Hits on the front, so it's going to be a front location roll. Rolls a 2, turret front, penetration's 108 to 48. There's no variable penetration roll. We go straight to the damage. Rolls a 0. He is brewed up. So we just lost our second tank. That was not good. And this guy is also in a dangerous spot too, because this guy now can take his shot, and he's probably going to take a shot at him. So we may lose 2 more tanks right off the bat. So let's see how it goes. So 303 here, 203 right here. He's going to do his command check, and he gets a fire. So he's going to keep the fire. It's going to be a much better hit, so you should be able to get a hit on him. He's going to be firing at the nearest unit, so it's an odd or even roll, so 303 gets it. So 203 is firing at 303, that's this guy right here, at short range, moving, laser, seasoned, size, and the hit is 77 or greater. Ugh. Oof. He lucked out. That's actually the second time he lucks out. I think I noted that here. It's the second time he lucked out, because the first time, remember, I think 2 turns ago, he was ricocheted off there as well. So he is a miss. So he lives. All right. So now the next round, American 1st Platoon against Soviet 1st Platoon. That's this over here to the west. So let's see who's going to go first. This time we go first. Okay, so we're going to shoot. We're going to try to go after this tank up here. And we're going to... there we go. 202 is going to take the first shot at him. And he's going to be firing AP at him. And he's got to do a command check on the Soviets. There are 2, so they're moving. So now, short range moving, light cover, stereothermal, seasoned, 49 or less for a hit. 50-50 shot here. Rolls home, 50. I couldn't script that better myself. That's a miss. All right, luckily we got another guy over here. We got 201. It's going to take a shot at him. Pretty much the same thing, 49% chance of hitting him. This time he rolls a 20. That's a hit. It's going to hit on the not the front rear side. That's going to be going to hit on the rear side roll. Rolls a 1, but he hits on the turret facing, because the turret is facing us. So he hits on the side of the turret, front of the turret. Excuse me. Due to the facing. So the penetration is 90, armor is 91. We're going to do a variable penetration roll. Rolls a 6 and a 7, makes it a 99 to a 90. So that's a hit. Damage roll is an 8. That brews him up. All right. So we got a little bit of payback for losing our M60 over there in the center of the board. All right. So we took out the guy in the woods. We've taken out actually 2 from 1st Platoon. There's only these 2 down here in the ford that's here. And we've got a good good amount of tanks over here, so hopefully we can win the battle in the west over here. The center and the east are going to be tricky, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so the first platoon doesn't have anything to shoot at. Tanks are in a forward hex, so they will not be shooting at this point. So now we are the last to shoot because the third platoon over here can't see us. They're all behind cover. So our guys are going to be the last to shoot here, so we can shoot these three right here. These are sharing a command, so they could potentially shoot up at 303 up here as well. So let's see how it goes. Let's see, what's the first one we got? Oh, this short halt over here. Yeah, on 303. Forgot about him. So he's going to take a shot at this guy who knocked out ours. It's range of 7. So it's going to be short range, moving, short halt 2 for the M60. Laser, seasoned, so it's 56 or less. Rolls a 41. That is a hit. It's a front location hit. Rolls a 5. That's a turret hull, which is going to be 96 versus 80. The variable penetration is 15, so there's no variable penetration. Variable penetration max is 15, so there's going to be no variable penetration on here. We go straight to damage. Plus he gets a +2 for BU modifier, so if he rolls in that range, rolls a 5 +2 is 7. It's not brewed up, but he is knocked out. Okay, so we took him out. So that was key. Actually, this guy down here who still lives, that may be key for us because he just knocked out this one, which now allows us to concentrate these guys over here against this guy, which means, you know, there's a good possibility we'll knock him out as well and really change the course of the battle here. So let's see how it goes. So moving on here. So now we move on to our fire guys. This guy first is in the woods with the smoke. So he's firing at 203 up by the lake. Short range, thermal sights, seasoned. It's going to be a 70 to hit because he's not moving. Yep, 70 or less to hit. Rolls a 50, so that's a hit. Front location. Rolls an 8, which is a hull front. So he's going to be a 96 to an 80. Again, no variable penetration roll. +2 on the bear. Yeah, he's brewed up. We got him. We got him. So we brewed him up. So again, that was key, as I was just mentioning. It was key that this guy was saved because this guy could now take on the other guy. Even with that, we had this guy to go after him as well. So we've got some insurance there with it. All right, so seeing as the Soviets were the first to fire, we are the first to move. So let's see what our movement's going to be here. Oh yeah, we've got these guys down here who are in the scrub and over here. They got to kind of stay together. I'm going to head them up on the hill like I'm going here. And what I'm going to try to do is position them so they can look down in here and try to knock these guys out, force them out of the gully and force them into these guys over here. And then we'll get our other guy. He's got to follow suit and kind of stay with him. So he's going to go there and then go up here to the bog check. He's got to stay 1 hex next door to him because they're sharing a command. They swing their tank turrets around just to face them, and we're in good shape. All right. So so now what? Oh yeah, I left this guy over here, our charmed life guy here, guy with the lucky rabbit's foot. He stayed put. So now it's the Soviets' turn. 101, he's going to move out, and he's going to try to take that bridge. So he goes to there and turns, and we actually go back here first because there's an op fire that can be taken by our command units back here. These guys are going to take a shot at him over here. So, see how this goes. So, first one, 101, is going to fire short range moving, Overwatch 3, laser, seasoned, 49 or less. Rolls a 22, which is a hit on the rear side location. Location is a 1, which is the turret front, or turret sides, sorry. So his penetration is 96 to 105, so it's going to be a variable penetration roll. Rolls a 5 and a 3. Actually reduces it to 91 versus 105, so it's a ricochet. All right, second one takes the shot, rolls a 65 and misses. All right, so they survive their Overwatch and they keep moving up to there. All right. This guy here, 201. Oh, he's up here. Okay, yeah, he's moving. I didn't do the other guy over there. I think I come back to him later. Sorry about that. So we'll go over here, and he's going to come down and do a direct move towards the victory hex. Next one, 202. He's the one guy behind the woods right here. He's going to move again towards the victory hex, but in the safest mode. So he kind of detours around, get up there, and then 303. These are the guys over here to the east. They're going to move, and they move up to there, and they're going to go for the bridge. Now he's going to take Overwatch on him. Now this is going to be an Overwatch. It's going to be short range moving Overwatch 1 because he didn't have to turn his turret. Light cover laser, so it's a 56 or less to hit. Miss. Second one, that's his buddy down here. Same target, 56 or less. 38. That is a hit. Front side location. Rolls a 5, which is the hull front. It's a 96 to 93. Variable penetration, 7 and a 10, makes it 109. So the damage is a 4. He's just knocked out. Okay. So moving on to 301. He's going to move, but now we've fired all of our Overwatches, so he's going to be able to get the bridge here in a second. So he's going to move up to the bridge. So he's been in the hex. That's all we need to do. And then the tricky part here is he's going to back up and turn around. So he backs up for 2 along the road and then spins one more. So now he's facing us. So there's going to be a gun duel here for the next turn. And now the last one here, 304. He's the one back in the woods. Or no, he was the one next to him. Sorry. So he is... I'm doing a little checking here. He's going to come over here and position like so to try to fire on them from the side. And then the other one's going to get a short halt. That's 302. That's this guy back here. He's going to position to move towards the victory hex as well. So he goes there and there and there and into the town. Okay. Now the adjustment phase and the turret phase, and this is where I think I missed this guy back here, but I think I corrected him at the end here, so just bear with me on this. Yeah, here's where I corrected him. When I was adjusting turrets, I noticed he didn't move, so we got to get him moving. So he rolls a 71 to move, does a bog check, he's fine. He comes out. He's going to just go get the hex and go into there and then just drive into the American lines. He's got no place else to go, so let's just do some chaos here. So he moves forward, and that's it. Some readjusting here. And then we've got our suppressed unit over here. We'll see if we can't get him. Rolls a 78, doesn't get unsuppressed, so he fails. So now we adjust our counters and we clean up everything else and we are done. So that was an exciting turn. Turn 4 was pretty critical. We lost the tank, but we also took out 1, 2, 3, 4 Soviet tanks over here. The fourth one was over here, which was key. They picked up these two, and if that stays the way it is, they'll get the victory hex over there, and they picked up this one. Again, got to wait a turn before they actually can claim it. So that was pretty key for them. So they have victory hexes. We've knocked them out. This is going to get interesting as he drives into us. They can take a shot over here if they get the first shot, but most likely we're going to pound him with these two units up here right afterwards. So, you know, it probably will be an even exchange in the end. And then, of course, we've got this other tank up here that can take shots at us too. So there's going to be a little bit of a firefight over these tanks over here. Up here, we've got the last two of this platoon moving up. This will get interesting for the firefight there. And then, of course, we've got this one over here. So at this point, I will say we did very well on this last turn in terms of knocking out Soviet tanks and getting them set there. Relied a little bit on the AI, a little bit more than I think I should have. Probably should have been a little bit more cautious with the Soviets, but they were going for the victory hexes, and so far they've got them. They've got most all of them on there. But of course, if they lose all the tanks, then we'll just be able to drive right up and take them away from them. So we'll see how it goes. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you're enjoying these, and comment, and please subscribe. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next set of turns coming up real soon.